A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Introduction. Awakening to a New Consciousness. A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle is a spiritual guide that explores how humanity can transcend ego based thinking to achieve personal and collective transformation. The book focuses on awakening consciousness and creating a life rooted in presence, awareness, and inner peace. The central premise is a shift in human consciousness from ego driven to aware, present living can transform the world. Toll emphasizes that most human suffering comes from identification with the ego, which causes conflict, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Spiritual awakening involves seeing beyond the ego and connecting with the deeper self. Part 1. The Flowering of Human Consciousness. The ego and its illusions. The ego is the false sense of self based on thought, status, possessions, and identity. It thrives on separation, comparison, and defensiveness. Ego driven thinking generates suffering, conflict, and dissatisfaction. Ego is no more than this false self built on unconscious identification with thought. The pain body. The pain body is an accumulation of emotional pain and trauma. When triggered, it creates reactions of anger, fear, and resentment. Awareness and presence can dissolve the power of the pain body. Part 2. Awakening to presence, the power of now. True liberation comes from being fully present. The present moment is the only reality. Past and future exist only in thought. Presence allows us to observe the ego without becoming attached to it. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. This identification from thought. Observe thoughts rather than identify with them. Recognize that you are the awareness behind the mind. This reduces anxiety, stress, and automatic reactions. Part 3. Ego, Consciousness, and Relationships. Transcending ego in relationships. Ego driven relationships are based on neediness, control, and judgment. By practicing presence, relationships become more compassionate and authentic. Love arises naturally when we are free from egoic demands. Where there is no identification with the ego, love is free of possession, jealousy, and fear. Work and purpose. Work is most fulfilling when done without ego attachment or expectation. Presence transforms tasks from mechanical actions into conscious contributions. Part 4. The role of awareness in daily life. Observing reactions. Notice emotions, impulses, and thoughts as they arise. Awareness creates a space for conscious response instead of reactive behavior. Accepting the now. Accept the present moment without resistance. Resistance leads to suffering. Acceptance leads to peace and clarity. Whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from yourself. Inner space. Cultivate moments of stillness and silence. Inner space allows the mind to see clearly and act wisely. Part 5. Creating a New Earth. Awakening individual consciousness. Global transformation begins with individual awareness. Each person awakening to presence contributes to collective peace and evolution. Freedom from ego. Living consciously frees us from egoic thinking and fear based behaviors. Compassion, empathy, and conscious action replace judgment, greed, and violence. A new earth is born when enough people awaken to the inner dimension of life. Living with purpose. True purpose arises naturally when the ego recedes. Life becomes an expression of consciousness, love, and awareness. Key lessons and quotes. You are not your mind, you are the awareness behind it. Ego thrives on identification, comparison, and separation. Pain arises from resisting the present moment. Awareness dissolves the pain body and transforms the suffering. Global transformation begins with individual awakening. Conclusion. Awakening to conscious life. A new earth emphasizes that personal and collective evolution depends on transcending ego and living fully in presence. Key takeaways. Ego based identification causes suffering. Awareness liberates. Mindful presence transforms relationships, work, and daily life. Inner awakening contributes to creating a compassionate, conscious world. When you awaken, the world awakens, a new earth arises, not through conflict but through presence, awareness, and love. The book is a guide for anyone seeking spiritual growth, clarity, and a deeper sense of purpose.